It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Packers and the Cowboys on Monday night.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense. Now it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to work. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is it had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it. But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them down 3 and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Eluding the pressure right. A check down here to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer. But you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well. I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and... Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Let's go.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 7-7, our score after one. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. And he's... inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Prescott on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott from the gun. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on third down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of third down there and made a play.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively? I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game. Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, standing just about on his own goal line. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Prescott now from the 50. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. He hits Adams complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. The give is to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go!
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And there'll be a break in the action here because Prescott is going to use a timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So give them the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers on one play have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Now Pollard. So we've come to halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Now Pollard, and able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the 1st half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Left side to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd down and 4. On play action, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Here we go. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Touchdown, Packers. De'Ami Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A first down carry by Elliott. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now a give here to Pollard. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Sets up 4th down. Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Flush to his, and he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We're going to shut you down.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Prescott now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Throwing, Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Pollard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Kingsley Keke with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Rohrwasser's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is out as this is sent away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Prescott's throw there caught by Fehoko. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. The defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Able to find Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Rodgers to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. They'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. So it's all over. A Green